I have your attention, please? The following team are presenting at the closing ceremony. If you see or hear your name, please stand up immediately and leave the room to the front on the left door. Thank you very much. The first team is Fibers. The second team is 3+1. A third team is Netty. Our fourth team tonight is Ladybox & Co. Team number 5, Döner is all you need. Team number 6, Maria and Friends. In a bite. Tech babies, please stand up and leave the room. Dreamers. Bite me.
The challenge is not over yet, as you have seen. The pressure is on for the teams that have just left the stage, and as we all know, even diamonds are formed under pressure, and so are breakthrough ideas. We will hear those startups pitching in a couple of moments. A very warm welcome here to SwissHacks 2025, the second edition. We have started last year with half of the room or half of the hackers, and now everything doubled, so already that is absolutely incredible to see. It's so great that you are here and that you have made it. It was an intense week and you all look so good and so fresh. If you have a person next to you that has a bit dark circles under your eyes, you can maybe help the person once in a while a little bit by keeping them awake throughout this evening ceremony. We have a packed schedule and we have brought you some impressions from these days. And it looks very productive. It looks also like a lot of fun. What we don't show you on those pictures is the people having power naps in the lobby of Swiss Stock Exchange or under the shelves up on Tenity here. So those pictures we will keep somewhere safe, that it's not open for public. My name is Lukas Nink, and I'm very happy to guide you through this evening's ceremony where we want to look back, where we want to celebrate the winners of those hackathons, and where we mainly also want to hear those ideas that have been shaped within the past 48 hours. It's incredible to see what can happen in just 2 nights while we have been sleeping, while we have been enjoying the weekend so far. Really, people have been revolutionizing the fintech sector. Just a few numbers that you know what it's all about. If you are not familiar with SwissHacks at all, SwissHacks is a little bit like a startup on steroids, we could say. It's 48 hours, 57 competing teams that have 5 different challenges, and they have 48 hours basically to come up with the next big thing. So these are the official numbers that you might read in media in the coming days. The unofficial numbers are about 100 kilograms of pasta just yesterday evening, huh? Crazy, you can divide that by 220 participants and you know approximately how hungry those people were. But I always say when you have a big output, you need a big input also, so that is completely fine, huh? We had, I think, 67 pizzas that were ordered late night snacks, and we had around, I don't know, 150 hot dogs, I heard. So these are some numbers for us to keep in mind when we see the pictures today. So it was not just fueled by caffeine, but it was fueled also by a lot of good food, definitely. Some more numbers: we have had 500 applicants to the 220 people that were in the end chosen or selected. They come from all over the world, 70 nationalities we have seen. They come from as far as Nigeria. So here back to Zurich to work for 48 hours intensively on all those challenges. And an event like that, I can say that really in the beginning would not be possible without caffeine. That definitely, but also not without the partners that we can see here. 5 of them, they have not only supported the event, but they have also sponsored or given a challenge. 5 leading industry players from the fintech sector. A big thanks to that. We can see the challenges right up on the screen. We have had everything from AI-powered write-ups for next generation underwriting, then to empowering Swiss startups and investors with AI-driven data insights. So a huge palette of ideas that we will see presented by tonight. Before we hear the startups pitching, they have a little moment now to prepare, but we will also have some people greeting us. Special greetings come from the Swiss Parliament, because this whole event has been built by or supported by the Swiss Federal Administration, and not only that, also by FIND, that's the FinTech Innovation Desk or the Financial Innovation Desk of Switzerland. And I have Eva Selamlar still in my head, explaining, if you don't know what FIND is. She said once, we are a bit like the concierge of a 5-star hotel, but that for the financial sector. So we connect basically everyone in that fintech sector, fintech innovation sector, from the needs that they have, connecting them with the right sources. And I think that's a little bit a good picture to imagine what FIND is doing out there. And it has been organized, this whole event, by Tenity, and powered by Tenity. That's the people that have their offices right up here on the stock exchange that you have gotten to know throughout the past days. And so it's supported by the Swiss Parliament also, and that's why we will have a person from there talking. We would call him the eighth member of the Federal Council, Chancellor Victor Rossi, and due to his very tight schedule, he was not able to be here today, but he's a big fan of the hackathon, and that's why he definitely wanted to add a few words to the people that have been working for the past 48 hours for what's going to come, what we will see today.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, I'm very glad to be able to address a few words to you today, and I'd like to congratulate you on the innovative solutions you developed during this year's SwissHack. Over the past 48 hours, you've come up with virtual solutions to real-world challenges in record time. Congratulations to all of you for your creativity and dedication. I'm particularly pleased to see such active collaboration between science, business, associations, the media, and public administration. Together, you're making a valuable contribution to ensuring that the Swiss financial sector undergoes the necessary transformation to be fit for the future. As Federal Chancellor, I'm jointly responsible for the digital transformation in the federal administration. I deal with topics such as the Digital Switzerland strategy, the use of open source software, and the handling of artificial intelligence. To this end, we in the Federal Chancellery have developed an AI strategy for the federal administration. It was recently published on our website. This means that everyone can get an idea of how the federal administration intends to use AI systems for the common good. AI has the potential to revolutionize the way in which we work, take decisions, and even manage money. As yourselves demonstrated during your hack challenges, AI also offers great opportunities in the financial sector. It can analyze huge amounts of data in seconds, optimize investment strategies, and improve customer service through intelligent assistance. However, while these innovations should be embraced, it is also important to consider the possible risks. AI often takes decisions based on data patterns that you cannot always understand. What happens if an algorithm rejects a loan, but nobody knows exactly why? Or when automated trading systems move billions in milliseconds and destabilize financial markets? The challenge that we share is to seize the opportunities offered by AI, but at the same time use it responsibly. It should not only be efficient, but also transparent, fair, and ethical. So let's use AI as a tool to help make our lives easier. However, we should not let it override our values, but instead strengthen them. In this spirit, I would like to encourage you all to continue developing the prototypes you created during this hackathon and bring them to life. To do that, you can work with organizations like InnoSwiss, whose founding programs can help you refine and scale your ideas. Let this weekend be the start of a journey that leads to a lasting impact. The future of finance will be shaped by events like these and by people like you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Victor Rossi, Federal Chancellor of Switzerland, and all the thanks that goes out to you. While we are still waiting for the startups to finish the preparation of their pitches, they didn't know they will pitch, that just to mention, so they are preparing their pitch right now for this big audience. But I have a little moment to introduce you to our program tonight. The opening we have just had, we will hear the top 10 pitches of the 2 pre-selected teams of each of the challenges. We had 5 challenges. We will have 2 teams up here on stage that will be pitching. Later on, we will have the winner announcement. So they are competing not just for fame and fun, they are competing also for real prizes. You can see some of them up here on stage. Plus, there are more prizes that they can win. They can, for example, win pitches at the Point Zero Forum, which is also a very cool audience there. And they can win also exciting visits to the Swiss politics and to the Swiss banking system, insights into that. So this will be it. And that we will have winners, we obviously need someone selecting the winners. And the audience is one part. You will have a chance later on to also select the winners. But we will have also a jury here today that is selecting the winners. And I'm very happy to introduce them today. Please, you can stand up. They are sitting in the front row here, that you have the faces of the people that will select them. We have here Marco Neri. He is the head of the developer relations at Ripple. Then we have Fabian Müller, the head of corporate development and innovation at Raiffeisen Group. We have Maria Anselmi, head of startups and next generation innovators at InnoSwiss. We have heard that before, the InnoSwiss. Huh? We have Mike Hammer, president and CEO from Arch Reinsurance. We have Katrin Scholler, head of private banking compliance at Julius Baer. We have Tobias Amiet, chair CRO of the innovation board. And last but not least, we can give first an applause to all of them. The last man I will introduce in a second. And last but not least, the jury lead, the president. I don't think I need to introduce him much further. Rudi Nose, that is here with us. He has been a member of the Swiss Parliament before, and he has obviously also founded a startup by himself. It's around 40 years ago. He scaled that up in the ICT sector up to 600 employees today, and today he's still shaping the startup sector, and he will lead that jury, the decisions throughout this day, and he will have also a few words for us. Welcome, Rudi Nose, here on stage, and you can take a seat again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello to everybody. Are you tired? Did you got enough food? Good. When you go in a room, you feel how inspired are the people. You agree on that? When you go in a hackathon, you smell it. All of you who are now here in this hall, sorry to say that, you will not win the award. sad. Sorry for that. I'm often in juries and I can tell you two very simple things. The first thing is to be in a jury and choose the winning award people is very, very difficult. And I think the jury will agree on me. And sometimes it's not the best one, it needs also luck. That's the first message. The second message is my experience. I'm since 40 years an entrepreneur. We have maybe today 800 people. We make 150 million Swiss franc revenue. I'm since 40 years in the business. I never won an award. I'm like you. I never won an award. To be in business successful is not meaning to win awards. You have to win customer, you have to have good ideas, and you have to bring the ideas to your customer and have success by the customer. Award winning is maybe the sugar on the top, but with the sugar you will only hurt your teeth, nothing else. The money is coming not from the awards, the money is coming from the business. So be lucky. I'm sure you have all very well developed ideas and believe on these ideas and fight from them. And if you are not successful on the first round, go to the second and third round. I tell you, I was going many, many rounds still to be successful. In this sense, I hope you can follow this celebration and have a very good time here in Switzerland. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rudi Noser. He's also sounding board member of FIND, so you have heard also from him. And now we don't want to lose any time. We want to let the teams back in. I don't know if they are already ready or if they are still kind of getting their preparations ready, but we want to hear now the pitches. Are they here? Yeah, we will have them come back in a second. But I can already start introducing. Here we go. They were waiting. Come in, back in. You can... The first one you can wait here, the rest you can already have a seat. Oh, that's only the first one. Perfect. Wonderful. The others have a bit more time to prepare. So, before they come here up on stage, also you need to be very attentive because we don't only have them pitching, but we have some work for you to do. You will be the ones choosing the audience award winners. You will see in the end the QR code where you can select basically your favorite that has been pitching. So please make your notes, write down whom you would select, and then you will be able to vote all in the end. And we have now the first team coming up. They have been in the challenge of Julius Baer, where it was all about, or the mission was that to make onboarding of clients in private banking a little bit more smooth, a little bit more smart, and a little bit more fun. And that's what this challenge was all about, all through gamification and machine learning. I'm very curious how their solution looks, what they have for us. Please welcome with a big applause after 48 hours of dedicated work, Fibers.
Well, hello everyone. We're going to present the solution we've been working for the past 48 hours. So the main challenge was trying to, as he said, trying to do this client onboarding a little bit more smooth, a little bit more smart. So one of the pieces of client onboarding is being able to handle these documents the client has to hand in. And one specific process is checking the consistency of information between documents. So basically, our approach was broken into two main parts. The first one is extracting all this data from the different documents, and the other one is checking for consistency. We want to try and make this process easier through automation, because doing this process manually is, I mean, a bit cumbersome. You have to manually go through each file, and it can be repetitive, it can be boring. We want to make it as fun as possible. So yeah, this is basically it. How is our approach? Basically, what we want to do is extract all this data, and the real challenge is being able to differentiate. You want to be able to, like, if the name maybe has a typo or a basic error, you don't want to count that maybe as a really hard inconsistency. You want to be able to differentiate between that, and you want to be able to process natural language. So basically, what we want to do is use a mixed combined approach. We used optical character recognition, a more traditional approach, to basically analyze the base fields of like the passport, because we need to be versatile. We need to support different formats. So we basically mixed optical character recognition with AI, with large language models. So we are able to process that natural language and check for those consistencies. So that's this. Now, when we got these dependencies analyzed, we need now to present this data to the user, to the one doing the actual work. We're just basically a tool to make the user's job easier. So we basically developed a front end that is able to present all the information in plain sight, so you're able to work as smartly and as efficiently as possible. So basically, here you can see all the info, and basically the front end is able to display each one of the discrepancies with, it has colors, you can see the different levels of discrepancy. And for example, here is basically a view of the passport. It highlights the fields that are inconsistent, and it could have, for example, a chatbot with suggestions. Basically, we have coded it in a way that is extensible, so it can support multiple formats, and so it can help the user. Thanks for listening.
Wow. And all that in 3 minutes, huh? So that is really a great job. Thank you so much for all that. And on the second 3 minutes, huh? That's the challenge. That's what I didn't mention. Also for you, 3 minutes will be tight for the next team that is already waiting, and we will have them pitching. Please welcome here on stage as the second team, 3+1.
So hi, and welcome. So we are 3+1, and we are presenting here the Smart Onboarding Challenge from Julius Baer. Private banking sector has a lot of specifics. So there is a lot of capital allocated, but at the same time, there is this big liability issue, especially with respect to compliance. What we propose here is an intelligent document validation so that we can validate the people before onboarding, the prospects before they turn into customers, in order to reduce errors and detect issues as early as possible. We target mainly relationship managers, for whom we provide an on-demand validation check of all the customer documents, but we also support compliance and back office roles, provide them some limited access to some aggregate results. Apart from this on-demand validation, we also search proactively public data, and if it is something relevant, we provide this as a real-time alert to these roles. So let's have a look at the demo. This is where the relationship manager will start. They'll upload the files. We'll process them on the background, and in this case, the validation has failed. We provide a breakdown where exactly this has failed, including visually guiding and marking the original document so that this can be inspected. At the same time, we provide an AI assistant where this AI assistant has access to a bigger context. So if there is something not clear, it can be clarified. Let's have a look at another client, and here the validation was successful. So in this case, let's go forward, and we'll try to gather some data from the internet about this person. And this could be, we have some examples there, maybe the address has changed, maybe there was, like they got onto a sanction list, and this needs to be addressed ASAP. So this is what is behind all of this magic. We take any kind of input data, we process them with our rule-based validation system, which is fast and extensible, and we also store the data into object storage so that later we can revisit this and update the rules. And we check for inconsistencies both within the documents and across all the documents that we process. So to summarize UGuard, we are the smart document validation for private banking sector. We provide both on-demand validation and real-time alerting. Our system is fast, our system is explainable, and we validated this by obtaining the first place in the leaderboard and having accuracy of 90%.
Thank you so much. Very well done. Also here we have, what you don't see is they have a big clock here right in front of them, and they are challenged to kind of keep it short and still that we understand it. You can take a seat, please, the ones that have been pitching. You can relax, calm down for a little moment. We have had the first challenge up, but there are 4 more to follow. And I have heard that Julius Baer has been very happy with the results and the outcomes. They are sitting also here in the front row, so I'm curious to see where those projects, all those projects that we have been developing throughout this weekend, they will lead us to. Our second challenge was the crypto challenge. And it's not just about crypto, it is about crypto with a purpose. The teams had to build a finance app using Ripple's new stablecoin, and the goal was real impact from DeFi to global payments to financial inclusion. This challenge was really about bringing blockchain to the people, and I'm very curious on how they have done it. Please welcome here on stage Neri.
Hello, I'm Matt from Neti, a highly tech team from Poland that has combined experience of 4 years in blockchain. We are extremely happy to present you a Neti Shield, a security layer for Ripple stablecoin payments. Stablecoins are changing the game in finance. They are fast, they are cheap, they are available 24/7. There are no borders, there are no middlemen, there are no delays. In fact, only in last year, stablecoins surpassed the volume of MasterCard and Visa combined. But there is one very huge problem: security. There is no inbuilt mechanism, just like in Web2 There is no such thing like PSD2. In fact, if you try to send someone a transaction and it turns out that it's a scam, or you send to someone that it shouldn't go, the funds are lost forever. So it also indicates that there is another issue with compliance. The result? Billions are lost in scams. Last year, 3 billions. Phishing attacks, access control, and others. And this is where Neti Shields come in. We propose an additional layer of security to blockchain transaction. We call it a PSD3 as the evolution of the PSD in traditional finance. It's meant for direct and automated payments. The product featuring the real-time fraud detection system and escrow mechanism. How it works? It's pretty simple, intuitive. User starts the transactions, stablecoins transactions. The system verifies addresses using the anti-fraud third-party services. If everything is okay, the transactions go through. However, if it's flagged as risky, funds are going to the escrow for additional verification. Verification is done by 2 parties, the third-party authority and one of the trusted side of the transactions. Once it's done and funds are okay, they are going through. However, if it's not, for example, because of AML problems, it's locked and not go through. This is not just a concept, it's a working product after this hackathon, so it's already working and it's ready for testing. But what it means for the institutional user and for the Ripple itself? We are enhancing the trust in the blockchain payments. We are creating product that is compliance ready. We are reducing risk of losing funds and many more. This is not the end product. We are having a backlog of a lot of features, and we believe that we are the team that is ready to deliver. We are a Neti Polish Web3 development company with 15 years experience on the market, 6 years in blockchain itself, and deliver 100 projects. So thank you for your attention. Let's stay in touch if you would like to build something together, and let's build the safer blockchain together. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. I think one of them wrote on LinkedIn, sleep can wait, innovation cannot. That was you, huh? So you can see what's possible without sleep within 48 hours. And you can also see how well they have been prepared to pitch on that, huh? They have been dressed up. That's also something that we don't see all the time. And so is also our next team that we will be welcoming here on stage. They look absolutely fabulous after 48 hours without much sleep. Please welcome Ladybugs and Co. here on stage.
Hello, hello, everyone. We are Ladybugs & Co. and this is Monoloan, a fast digital lending solution powered by Ripple. So, I want to introduce you to somebody that I call David, who I think of as a GPU reseller, and he has a buyer who's willing to take the GPUs off his hand. He's got a motivated seller, he's got a great deal, he wants to make it happen before tariffs ruin his and everybody's profit margins, and he doesn't have the liquidity. What's he gonna do? He's locked out of his Revolut account. If he wants to get like a loan from his bank, it's gonna be like a week until he has an appointment. Like, we haven't even talked about the paperwork yet. So, what can we do about this with Ripple? The solution, Monoloan. For somebody like David, who is like active in the crypto sphere and responsible with his finances there, he's kind of got a track record of that, like in perpetuity for however long he's used it on the blockchain. We can use that data to generate like a model for his credit worthiness and eligibility for loans and the terms, the APR, the interest rate, and then provide him with a much quicker decision than would be possible in the traditional financial system. So no waiting, no paperwork, just fast loans within minutes. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Daria for how we do it.
Yeah, so basically we develop it through the weekend and imagine what we could come up with 1 year or 1 month, and we are come up with a credit scoring formula that based on the traditional credit, how it's done in your way that you know, and we build it based on the historical data of the transactions. And for sure we still need to work with the experts on how to improve it, but we already have this working, and can you please make next slide? It works basically that when you apply and you have already like onboarding, and usually it can be based on your activity wallet. If it's like 6 months, you can be onboarded, and then we, based on our algorithm, we see if we can give you some credit. And if you apply through our set of the rules, and possibly in the future machine learning, also based on the traditional world. Next slide, yeah.
Yeah, so one of the key benefits as well is like that since Ripple is already integrating with many institutions, you have the capability to bring together the best of like the credit scoring models that we already have in the TradFi world with what exists on chain, and have a more holistic view of a person's credit worthiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm very impressed by how you keep the time, these 3 minutes. Well done. Thank you so much. We will have our third challenge right now coming up. And there we have a little bit of a challenge because the word of insurance is quite complex. The question from Archery was, what if AI could do part of the job? In that, this challenge is this challenge was presented by Archery, and it was all about building a tool that turns heavy underwriting data into summaries or into contract summaries and smart visuals to enhance decision making, make that a little bit more easy. And how a solution could look like, we will hear from Döner is all you need, and you will see already how their fuel looked like. It was not just pasta, it was not just hot dogs, but I hope you also got some Döners up here on stage. Please welcome.
Hi everyone. So what we built is called Reinside. So the problem is here, all submissions lack of standard formatting. Each contract, deal, Excel file have their own format, and it's totally, there's no standard in general. And data is scattered, complex. Imagine there's an Excel file, includes multiple sheets, and within the sheets there are different tables, like table 1, table 2, table 3. It's really hard to parse this data when it comes to summarize the actual response. So Excels, JSONs, and manual digging everywhere when it comes to these submissions. What we did, we built a concise and focused reports, and by using our reasoning engine in the background. So what it does, it's a document reasoning engine, collects all the data, and it's better than GraphRap and Raptor, more faster, much more cheaper, and there are no chunks, and so we don't lose any knowledge. What does it mean? We basically collect every data within these Excel sheets, tables, and caption them and mark them, so then we create a searchable index. With the searchable index, our second reasoning engine finds the relevant documents and creates it's built a huge context from the documents. Then we can give all these context to the AI, so we don't lose any information. In the background, for example, I will give an example, Turkish inflation, but the documents about Turkish contract, they are not similar when it comes to keywords, but when you reason it, you have to include this Turkish inflation data. So we played with our AI a lot. As you can see in the second message, it started to not provide an answer to us at the end, but we managed to change this one afterwards. So basically, this is the report. Users can see the whole report and see the exact references from the right side. That is the most important part, because they can validate the accuracy of the report and numerical values. And the report might not be enough. They might have specific questions they can ask, and they can also see the references. So again, they can validate the response. And if they really like this response from the chatbot, they can add this response to their report. So they can easily generate their own specified report by asking their questions and saving lots of time. And of course, they had to change some stuff from the reports. They can edit it, save it, and use it later on, copy it, send it to their teammates. So we basically created semantic search by using embeddings. It's a reasoning-based document retrieval. It's totally like a human. And there's a multimodal approach. So we also use images, Excel files, JSONs, and Markdown documents. So we provide source-verified insights in minutes. The team is very diverse. We have financial engineer, AI engineers, data engineers, and backend, frontend developers. We literally did everything in the last 2 days, as like everyone. And yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Obviously, they got some good food here in Zurich too. Thank you very much. Döner is all you need. And I'm now very curious to meet our next team that is here on stage, called Maria and Friends.
Yeah, okay. Hello. I hope you had a nice afternoon. We are Maria and Friends, and today we're gonna present to you, assist. So, what we did is focusing on the user experience of a tool for allowing underwriters to easily analyze the data that otherwise would be scattered and will be not accessible. The way we did it, we designed an interface that is easily accessible. So we have 4 steps that allow the user to complete a process in an easy and streamlined way. So how it works. We have the first upload phase where the user is browsing through the local machine and uploading Excel files, CSV, and other types of document. Following that, we have an analysis phase where the user is essentially given an interface with widgets that are, let's say, graphs, and they provide strategic information based also on AI suggestions. After that, we have an investigate phase where the user is also given the possibility to add comments before even having the opportunity to share the report with the manager. Let's see how it looks. So the user experience is streamlined and it all focusing on the making it easy for him or her to complete the task. In 2 clicks, they will have their document uploaded and they will be ready to go. Once the documents are analyzed, they will see a series of modules that are customizable and fully adaptable to the needs. We just created an example here related to Florida. We try to focus on a specific geography to make it more clean and to make it more clear for this presentation, basically. As you can see, under every module, we have AI-generated suggestions. The user can either accept it as they are, comment it, or just skip it. Why this is important? Because having to look at all this, we might just focus on some key information that otherwise would not be easily found if we had to do all this manually. Once the person is happy with that, they go into a review mode. We call it investigate. So here they are just given the opportunity to add further comments. Maybe even like modify this list. We're gonna have general comments added to that. And then, final step, we're gonna see how the report is processed. So we're gonna have a series of modules. They are all gonna be selectable before they are gonna be sent to the manager for review. This tool essentially reduces complexity and it allows a better and hopefully more optimized ways of accessing data. And it's all about leveraging the power of AI.
Thank you so much. That was Maria and friends and their solution to NextGen. Is that Maria? Yes, wonderful. We have met Maria. You can also take a seat, please, and enjoy your time. Whenever you have a seat, please find one.
Thank you for letting us to share the beauty of AI. Yes.
Our next challenge is won by InnoSwiss and by Startup Ticker. And we know in Switzerland we have absolutely wonderful startups. The question is, or of this challenge was, we have Startup Ticker that proves that Switzerland has actually great startups, but how do we make that data, this rich data, accessible to everyone? That was the challenge that we had, that the teams were facing in that, and I'm very happy they found solutions, and I'm very curious to see how that looks. Please welcome here on stage InnoByte.
Hello everyone, we are InnoByte and we are thrilled to introduce our fully functional, ready-to-deploy application that allows investors, startup founders, and data analysts to uncover more market insights all in one place. So, why is it important? Because first, data is fragmented, the data that we receive is fragmented, and then information retrieval is tedious, time-consuming, and requires a lot of effort. So even with retrieving the data, it's hard to interpret the data. So the key features of our solutions is first a trend analysis and benchmarking dashboard, an AI-powered semantic search, and then a data search, filter, and export, and as well as a metadata collection on queries. So with trend analysis and benchmarking, we first allow our users to intuitively filter for what they're looking for. This includes like canton, or the industry they're working for, or the time period. So with the trend analysis and benchmarking dashboard, it is a collection of various charts. They provide information on benchmarking metrics available, such as sum of investments, the count of investments, and then you can sort by canton, sector, and funding phase. So this is a proof of concept. It's not fixed, it's not concrete, and it's easily implementable. So furthermore, if I want to know how our users are using our tool, we can then collect metadata on queries. So with the filter that you saw earlier on that collects, whenever a user enters the filters, it is automatically recorded into our database as metadata. So this is anonymous data and only admins can access it. This is very simple, but it can lead to much more in the future. And then here comes our powerhouse of our solution. It is an AI-powered semantic search. The user first prompts the AI agent, and then with the natural language, the LLM then analyzes the context of the user's query, and then translates it into SQL query. So with that, with the SQL, so we pass it through the SQL database, and then with the outcome, we then analyze the results, and then add semantic context and meaning into it. And then this natural language is output. The result is amazing because it's highly accurate, we get fast responses in 6 seconds, and it's also cost efficient that we only spent 1.5 USD during the past 2 days. And then with the AI-powered semantic search, we are able to ask questions like, how did biotech develop over the last 5 years? And this results in highly accurate answers with semantic context. And we can output in both natural language and in CSV. And this allows us to gain more confidence in the AI because we can see how the AI came to a conclusion. And then if you're a data analyst and you just need raw data, you can search, filter, and export the data easily. So what's next? More visualizations using AI, a bigger search scope, and dynamic data aggregation. So no matter if you're a startup scouting for investments, or you're trying to benchmark against your competitors, or you're just a data analyst doing his job, our tool can allow faster and smarter ways to uncover more meaning about our data and also find answers quickly. Thank you.
Wow. What an energy after 48 so intense minutes. Well done, huh? And this is how you bring so much content within 3 minutes. Well done. You can take a seat, please, and we will keep on doing. It's all about, you can feel that, it's all about making that data that has been there somehow available to the ecosystem. And the next solution we will hear comes from Tech Babies.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Tonight, I'm very excited to present Tech Babies product. So, what we did was to develop an add-on for the Startup Ticker web page that helps investors to easily access data, the huge amount of data that they have. So what we thought about is that the user can easily look across for the different dimensions, like industry, investment phase, canton, year range. And what comes up to him is actually dynamic plotting. So the data just adapt to the user request. And they are connected to the database, so they kept up to date. But in case the user is not very comfortable with all this plotting, they can just use this AI tool that in this case shows the industry trends. So they have plain text that they can easily understand. So all this amount of data is ready to be understood by any kind of user. So the next is the semantic search. So let's suppose I am very interested in biotech. On the Startup Ticker, there are plenty of web pages on different topics. But I'm interested into biotech. I can also add more prompts, and it will find me the most relevant news articles. I can either choose to actually just read the link, which will land me to the actual article, or I can, again, ask an AI to summarize the text for me and give me an overview right now. Then we thought about this AI assistant, which will allow me to have an actual conversation to this expert, which is trained on all the articles available on their webpage. And in this case, it provides a very insightful answer about the best canton for incentives and incentives for incorporations and taxation. So what's behind the scenes is fairly simple. First of all, there is a database connection to the Startup Ticker database to get all the aggregated data for visualization. And then there is sentence transformer embeddings and LLM that go to the posted articles to give semantic search and the AI chatbot. But why this is a winning idea? Because it is easily implementable. It uses their technology, the technology they use right now. It needs limited resources, and it is highly customizable. So they can choose what data to show, how to show that data, and also which resources to put into the game. So this is Tech Babies. Just join us to revolutionize the Swiss startup landscape and let the data speak.
Thank you so much. Well done. It's great how, after such an intense time, I'm really amazed on how you keep the time, on how you do that on point, kind of showing your solution. That was the InnoSwiss and Startup Ticker Challenge, and we have one last challenge, the one by Raiffeisen. And this challenge really pushed kind of AI into banking, into further spheres. The goal was to use next generation AI to make banking a bit more personal, a bit more powerful, and a little bit more futuristic. And how the solution looks like, we will hear from the first team. They are called Dreamers, but obviously they have not been dreaming very much in the past 48 hours. Please be very welcome here on stage.
Hello everyone, we are very happy to present you our solution Raiffeisen that we built in the last 24 hours. So this is how a typical meeting looks like at a bank. As you can see, neither our client Emma looks very satisfied, nor our advisor of the Raiffeisen Bank, Thomas. The reason is very simple. Emma leaves the meeting feeling like she got a rather generic answer for her situation, and Thomas feels frustrated because he has about 160 clients that he has to advise, but he spends a lot of time on meetings, to-do lists, writing down notes, and he can't really focus during the meeting on the client and their personal needs. And this is where Raiffeisen comes into play, our solution. During the meeting, Thomas can use our AI tool to focus really on what the client needs, because we transcribe in real time what they are talking about, and then Raiffeisen will present the solutions that the client is actually interested in, because advisors are often maybe biased and they don't really listen to what does Emma really want. And Raiffeisen helps to give an overview so that no details are missed. On the top left, you can see product recommendations that we have. On the right side, you also see the customer sentiment that is based on the transcript that we have. So we get an overview, is she happy or rather not? And on the left, we also have very important compliance, because an advisor gives advice, and we need to make sure that it is it's okay with what Raiffeisen as the company stands for, and also with the Swiss law, so that there is no wrong advice. And also very important, a lot of time is wasted on writing down notes. So at the end of the meeting, you get an automatic summary of the conversation. So Thomas can really focus on Emma during the conversation and is not writing down a lot of things. And now we come to our tech stack.
Now I want to share a bit about our technical architecture. One of the challenges we had during this problem was to handle 8 agents simultaneously with a real-time audio transcription and doing that in real time. So we managed to implement a working infrastructure with a backend that has load balancer, use WebSocket as the streaming protocol, and we tested that in a 1-hour meeting, and it worked really well. For another feature that's really interesting about our solution is the database. We have a database shared for all the agents, so all the agents can carry this database for the content of the meeting. This way, we don't have to send to the agents the whole meeting, and it works quite well for larger meetings, 1 hour or 2 hours. And that's our project, and we are happy to share with you. In case if you have any questions later, feel free to search for one of us, and thank you for the attention.
Thank you so much. You can also take a seat and relax. Thank you so much for your pitch here on stage. It could be so easy, and I hope this solution will not just get into banking, but into many more businesses in advisory sector. Sounds very, very interesting. We have one last solution to the same challenge, and I'm curious to see how they solved that, what they have for us. Please welcome here on stage Bite Me.
For some people, this is just an image. For others, this is already reality. and for many, it is a dream. More than 40% of the Swiss population dreams of owning an own property. But sometimes, dreams are difficult to find. 50% experience a mismatch finding the right property or the right location. And also sometimes, dreams are hard to reach. 36% struggle to afford an own property. This user on Reddit expressed, it's really hard and difficult to find a property in Switzerland. I'm thinking about giving up on this dream. Is it still worth it to chase this? We from Bite Me are convinced everyone should have the opportunity to chase the dream of their own property. So we want to support and enable Raiffeisen, which is the biggest mortgage bank in Switzerland, to help people achieve this dream of their own property with the help of agentic AI and ImmoPilot. Welcome to the world of ImmoPilot, where we use different agents, starting with the property search agent. Here you can enter your preferences or even upload an image of your dream location or property. Based on that, you will get a listing of some properties which you can select and then go to the finance agent. Here you can upload your tax declaration, so no more manual entries, and based on your financials, you will get an assessment. Can you afford the property? Yes, or can't you afford? And here the magic happens. If you can't afford the property, it doesn't just say, no, sorry, here it stops for you. We give you a journey. It gives you a clear path how you can achieve the dream of your property. But before that, you can upload with the document agent any document you like, which will simplify the process. But the real highlight is the cockpit, which a client can always access. Here he gets his next step, how to achieve his dream property. He gets a financial plan. He gets recommendations like, yes, open a third pillar account, and he can connect with the client advisor. So we're turning pain points into opportunities. Clients have a clear path to the journey. They have financial certainty and also easier property search. Raiffeisen, on the other hand, reaches young and new buyers, has more customer loyalty, and the big benefit is cross-selling. You can sell investment plans, you can sell retirement options, or even onboard clients, which are not Raiffeisen clients. So ImmoPilot connects clients with their dream homes and unlocks a lot of potential for Raiffeisen. Welcome to the world of ImmoPilot, where we unlock your dream home.
Thank you so much. Please, you can also sit down. Wow. I don't know about you, but since Friday evening I was sleeping well. I had a barbecue. I watched a football game while some people in this room here changed the world. Huh? That's it's crazy to see. Wonderful. Well done. Now the work is done for the teams, but the work is not over yet. We will have the celebration in a couple of minutes where we want to select the winners. It's the job of the jury now to select the overall winner. So please, jury, you can leave the room, go and discuss who will be the winner of SwissHacks 2025. We will see you in a couple of minutes. You can give a hand to the jury. Huh? They will also need some encouragement for this difficult decision up here. No worries, you can stay all in the room. We will have you covered. We will have some entertainment. Could we have a little bit of silence? Thank you so much. That makes it a little bit easier. No worries. You have also a job to do, and you can discuss in a second because you have definitely also not an easy vote. We have for you to, we want you to vote now the audience winner. You can just scan that QR code. You will get to a Menti page where you can select the team that you liked, and this team we will see back here on stage. They will receive also the audience award winner prize. I give you a couple of seconds for that. You can keep doing that once everyone has scanned that QR code. And while the jury is then finding their choice, while you are making your choice, we will have, please, could we calm down a little more? Thank you so much. You can celebrate and network after as much as you want, no worries. There will be enough time for that. So we will have some entertainment, and the next guest or the people that we will see here on stage, I'm very curious to hear from them because they build somehow digital content we can touch. So they go from, or they connect traditional media somehow with extended reality, and they will show you a little bit how it's done. They have built an app that was used here during SwissHacks 2025, and what is all behind that? Please welcome with me Anna and Max here on stage.
Hello. Yeah. We're the founders of Cyberfunk Studio. This is Anna, I'm Max. And we are a communication studio that focuses on extended reality. And we had the pleasure to design this 3D little scene for you, and also the web app that you can access through this QR code, and you also find it on the on your tote bag that you got.
So the concept is very simple. It's basically just an online photo booth that generates your online certificate to share on social media. And we use augmented reality to implement you directly into the corporate design of the event. Then you can save the snapshot if you like it and post it directly on social media. And we're basically just on here to encourage you to do that, because the more of you do that, the more visibility and engagement each one of you will get. So, and now we want to give the stage to the next show, and thank you for listening to us.
Licht, Miss. Hi everyone, please take the time to scan the code on the side and take some selfies. We put up the room light shortly for best good faces on the pictures.
I love the way that you bring me down to my knees. When you say forever is way too hard, well it breaks, you know that it breaks my heart. Oh, I guess there's nothing to talk about if that's the way that you feel. just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Ow, might as well jump, jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. You say you don't know, you won't know until you begin. Ow, might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. You say you don't know, you won't know until you begin. Jump, 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 jump,
Und mit einem Sprung mache ich die Bühne frei. Es geht nahtlos weiter. Stimmt's? Ist die Jury bereit? Dann würde ich mal den Moderator mit besten Dank die Bühne
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for enlightening us. And now we want to shine the spotlight on the winners of the Audience Award, the challenges, and also of SwissHacks 2025. The jury is back. I guess it was a not easy decision. I'm curious to see who's going to be elected in the end. But first, we will have the team up here that you have voted, the Audience Award. And for that, I'm very happy that the head of FIND Swiss Financial Innovation Desk, Eva Selamlar, is here. She will hand over the prize, and please give a big hand to her.
Like I said on Friday, you are all winners, and it is so important that you keep on doing what you're doing. We are so amazed by what we have seen, what we have heard, so keep on doing what you're doing. You are all winners, and it's just, absolutely amazing. So with that, you have voted, you have been potential customers, you have listened to all those pitches and you have voted, you have made your decision, and the Audience Award goes to 3+1.
Please follow on the stage. We also want to
Es ist ein Visit to the Bundeshaus, habe ich jetzt vergessen.
big applause for 3+1. They will be able, as their prize, also to visit the Swiss Parliament, the Bundeshaus in Bern. I hope you can take that. And yeah, Katharina, I have to ask you something. I mean, in Zurich we had the marathon today, and it seems to me like there are some people that did not only hack for 48 hours. Did you also run today?
Only half marathon.
Oh, only half marathon. Wow. Okay. One hand for that, huh? Crazy. Thank you so much. That's your applause. Here we go. Wow, huh? Not only hacking 48 hours, running a half marathon here in Zurich, combining everything. Wow, huh? I did something wrong this weekend. I get the feeling. We will have to, or we want to celebrate right now the challenge winners, and we will go in the same order as we have gone through the pitches, so that you know a little bit what it's all about. And we will start with the Julius Baer Award, and it was all about improving client onboarding processes in private banking through machine learning and generative and gamification. And for that we have Katrin Scholler here up on stage and Tobias Amiet that will hand over the award and the prizes to the winners, and will also let us know who won their challenge.
Yeah, so I think we follow the audience. So for us, the winner will be also 3+1.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. It was, as always, a tough race against the number 2, but I think, yeah, it's clear.
Please come follow us on stage. Photo. Let's take also a picture here. You can. We make them go back and up a little bit more times, so that yeah, they have just run a half marathon only, huh? So they can also move back up again. Thank you so much. Our second challenge was the challenge from Ripple, and it was all about enhancing payments with Ripple's stable coin. And we have here Marco Neri. I'm sorry for that. Marco Neri, he's here from Ripple, will present us the winner.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, for us, all of the projects definitely are winners. And yeah, like the real judge will be the market, as we know. So, but today for the challenge, the winner is Neti.
Mit dem Blutige, der Stress in den Kopf. Machen weiter, sehe keinen Grund für den Stopp. Bloß wäre man nicht ich, es braucht los mit dem Job. Letzter Point, ja, der Ton, ja, das Wort. Das ist nicht mehr Hobby Rap, mit dem Boss in dem Sport. Nie mehr Hobbys, meine Songs noch als Pro. Aber kleine 10 hoch, vielleicht bohren mit der Pro. Bleib mit mir, nicht der Grund, dass alle können. Leg mit der Beach, will der Show und alle können. Kein Wasser zu Wein, kein Wunder in dem Game. Das sind ein paar Jahre Hardwork, nur ein paar Jahre.
Thank you so much, Neti, and congratulations to you. And our third challenge we will have from Arch Re. That was all about AI-powered write-ups for next generation underwriting. And we have Mike Hammer right here that will present us the winner. Please, a big hand for him.
Amazing. Amazing performance. I sit here Friday night and I think, how are they going to solve this challenge? And I'm not so close to AI, but and I out myself that way here, but it's just incredible. And I would say that in our team it was tough to decide, but the write-up really was a dream for me. I'm a long-standing underwriter, soon to be retired, but if I could do what the winner has done, that's a dream. And that's not the winner's team's name. The winner team's name is also not what I eat as a favorite, but it's Döners.
Congratulations. Congrats. Obviously, donors, they do some pretty good stuff. Huh? Well done. Next challenge that we have comes from InnoSwiss together with Startup Ticker. And it was all about empowering Swiss startups and investors with AI-driven data insights. And we have here Maria Anselm. Yeah, I was just looking if I see you. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome here on stage, and give a big hand for her, please.
Saying that it was difficult to choose a winner is not enough. It was terribly difficult. So we didn't want in the end to choose one, but we are obliged to do that. We have got a team. We are choosing a team with enormous energy, with a fantastic solution, and a team with which we will like to work. But we will work for sure also with other teams that will not be on stage tonight. For us, the winner is InnoByte.
Congratulations, InnoByte. Wonderful energy here on stage, and the prize they can take home. And our last challenge today was the one from Raiffeisen. Also here I have it must have been an incredible difficult decision, and we have Fabian Müller that will present us whom they have selected as the challenge winner. Please.
Thank you very much. Hacking the future of banking. What a challenge and what a blast. And thanks to 12 teams that put the trust in us and into the challenge. It was really exciting to work together with you. But every journey comes to an end, and we have a winner. And the winner is Dreamers.
Congratulations, what amazing winners we had so far, and we are not done yet because we have one last winning team that we will have here on stage, and that team, or that is a special prize, a very special prize, because it's the winner of SwissHacks 2025. And I don't want to make that tension even much longer, but I want to welcome the jury president Rudin also here on stage, and he will let us know who has won this title.
I think everyone wants to know who is the winner, but first I want to say thank you to my jury. They have spent the whole Sunday here with us, and we had very, very deep discussion, and they are also sponsor of the event, so I would say thank you that you have time to having us here in the name of everybody here in the room. I would also like to thank you, all of you, the winners and not the winners. You know what my opinion is about winning or not winning. I hope you will remember these 48 hours, the whole life. We'll tell about your children. That's an important day. Here, if you spend 48 hours here in Switzerland, I think you have also a big, big thank from me and from everybody here in the room. Thank you that you were here. We hope we can organize it next year again. So, now it's time to say who is the overall winner. I can tell you in the jury we had discussions, but we find a solution who everybody can agree. The solution is a 4, 1 plus 3.
Congratulations. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats.
Isn't it?
Congratulations, 3 plus 1, amazing. And right now I can ask all the winning teams, they have obviously been 3 times up here, but all the other winning teams, 3 plus 1 is 3 times up on one stage, huh? That fits pretty well also. All the winning teams, please come up on stage. You want to take a picture with all of us together, and then I can tell you how we continue, but let's do that first. All the winning teams, please, up here on stage, and then the challenge will be, and you stay please in the room, because first we want to take a selfie from the stage here with all of you, and then we will take pictures here on stage. I can tell you how we proceed, because we will afterwards go into an apéro and networking time. You will have the time to sleep, and yeah, we have to make that picture a little bit tight. You want to do first that picture? Okay, let's do that picture first. So please stay seated for a second.
All in here, please. You also need to bring up the chair.
Listen, yeah, that killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Oh, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
To come up on stage here, please the jury come up from stage for a picture also with all the winners together. You can just squeeze in somewhere, we will manage that. Our photographer was doing a great job here. Congratulations, you can celebrate them. Wonderful. Please stay, please stay. Please stay on stage. We want to do one last selfie, and then the apéro is ready. The networking time will be ready. And already now, we will turn on the light and you can afterwards leave. But stay 30 seconds more that we can take a picture with all those people and all those people. I think you can probably do a selfie. You need to step really to the front of the stage. And then I wish you bon appetit, have a good time here in Zurich still, and sleep well tonight. All the best. See you.